Jalen, you guys are over budget projected for the first time in quite a while. What does that mean for the people?
Set our budget yet.
The projected revenues. What does that mean for the people of San Antonio as you guys get into budget season this summer?
Our priority is going to remain the same. We're going to try to do our best to make sure that every constituent's needs are met. That's going to mean, funding each of our departments in a way that is adequate and addresses those things that we hear most from our constituent services offices. We want to see investments in infrastructure. We want to see investments in animal care services, houselessness and affordable housing, all of those things.
You guys are projected, I think it was a $148 million deficit by fiscal year 27. It's obviously not a small amount of money. So what does that mean? Cuts coming? Does that mean cuts to essential services? How do you guys put that forward to make sure that there is no deficit in the next couple of years?
In 2021, I predicted that we're going to see certain departments grow to reach $1 billion while we have to start having conversations about cuts to infrastructure, to animal care services, to those services that our most vulnerable residents rely on. And that's the difficult conversation that we're having right now.
When you have a new council coming in, a new mayor coming in, and this giant seemingly issue of projected revenues being shorter than your projected budgeting, how do you all kind of navigate those waters?
This is where it's really important that San Antonio voters really choose council members and a mayor who are going to have their thumb on the pulse of San Antonians. They're going to know what are the needs that are going to address some of the roots of our most complex problems. And we're going to have to all, as a council, when we're all reconvened, we're going to have a conversation about how do we balance all of those needs with a deficit, with changes in revenue, with new projects and ideas, and it's going to be fun.
You represent a poorer part of the city, a lot of disenfranchised folks on your side of town. When you hear losing services, you tend to think of those who are less well off. What is your stance and what is your kind of mission over the next 6 months or so while you guys are going through this budgeting process and making cuts where they need to be and tightening the belt, as you guys say? What is your stance and what is your mission going forward?
What I hear on the east side of town and what I hear when I go to the west, south, even some parts of the north side of town is that too often our council makes decisions that are going to benefit the rich and the wealthy and the affluent who are never going to be impacted by any budget deficit, and that we need to start prioritizing the needs of our most vulnerable residents. And sometimes budget surveys don't reflect that, conversations on council don't reflect that, and so my priority is going to be ensuring that we elevate those voices over the next few months.
Thank you, Joe. Appreciate it.